Joining me now to talk about the Inspector General's report, Republican Congressman from Utah, Jason Chaffetz. He chairs the House Oversight Committee. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us. What's your initial reaction to the report?
Well, it's sorely disappointing that the Secretary, who has an opportunity to clear her name, could have sat with the Inspector General and explained what she did. If you got nothing to hide, you sit with the Inspector General and do that. The Inspector General was able to sit with Secretary Kerry. They were able to sit with the previous secretaries, but only Secretary Clinton decided not to do that. I guess on the policy side, or the concern is that there was compromised, confidential, if not classified information that may have gotten in the hands of some very nefarious characters, and you worry about the danger that created in the world.
I want to read a response from the Clinton campaign to this Inspector General report. Quote, while political opponents of Hillary Clinton are sure to misrepresent this report for their own partisan purposes, in reality, the Inspector General documents show just how consistent her email practices were with those of other secretaries and senior officials at the State Department who also used personal email. As this report makes clear, Hillary Clinton's use of personal email was not unique, and she took steps that went much further than others to appropriately preserve and release her records. What's your response to that?
It was totally unique. To say it wasn't unique is a stretch by any sort. That is absolutely not true. The Secretary is the only one who created this convenient relationship with herself in setting up this email. It wasn't some evil Republican or some other conspiracy, other than she averted and tried to get around what was law. It was under Secretary Clinton's administration where email was the first to be fully deployed across the agency, and she had a duty and an obligation under the law. She also had a duty and an obligation, if she did want to use personal email, to get diplomatic security and the IT people to sign off on that. But as the report points out, she never sought nor did she get that sort of permission to set up this arrangement with herself.
Did you find anything in the report that suggests Clinton or any members of her team violated not only State Department policy and practice, but violated the actual law?
It's too early for me to tell. I cannot tell you that I've read every word of the report at this point. We're going to let the FBI continue in its investigation and find out and see what they find along the way. I want to be cautious and just stick to the facts and not try to spin this. But the concern is that she created vulnerabilities unnecessarily that may have, it created a real danger and security around the globe.
One of the missions of the investigators looking into this at the FBI is to determine whether Clinton or any of her top aides did any of this knowing that it was any sort of violation of policy or even worse, law. Do you see anything in here that suggests she did any of this knowingly in terms of being on the wrong side of the law?
Well, as the Secretary, she's supposed to abide by the rules, internal, and the laws under the Federal Records Act. And it's pretty clear to me that she violated several of those. Now, again, when she won't sit down with the Inspector General and answer questions, it's very hard to understand what she did and did not do. But based on just the surface of the facts that she created her own system, and what I've been reading about with classified emails, even though she said there weren't classified emails, it's clear that there was a potential for a lot of violation here.
Thank you so much, Congressman Jason Chaffetz. Appreciate it.
Thank you.